Hello.
Yes, welcome to Our Kind of Homesteading. We're your hosts, Sherry.
And Shauna.
I usually say hello. It's
I know,
weird.
but I felt the need to,
what do I say now?
To yell it.
I was all, yes. That's
Yes.
what we say.
Hello.
Hello. It's my line, Shauna. It's fine.
Sorry.
You can have it today.
Wanted to be
I gift it to you.
Part of the
I'm feeling generous.
introduction.
It's fine.
I just say my name all the time.
Sean's like, Shauna.
And Shauna.
And Shauna.
I know. So, damn it, Sherry. So if you're watching us, you can see our amazing
I'm gonna take
setup
off my
right now.
glasses so that.
But if you're not watching us, we're going to
glare.
explain it in detail, so don't worry. So we are talking all about tea today, but not just like you know, it's not like your Lipton tea bag, like the stuff we forage and
ancient
why,
born ass
and
tea.
like
yeah, we have we forage some of our own tea often, and we also buy it in bulk.
Or we grow things.
Yeah, grow things to forage for the tea. I like the
Grow things to
rosemary,
forage.
roses, and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're kind of tea snobs, and we've had a couple comments asking us to basically, hey, how do you do that? Like, we want to make tea. I want to be a tea snob. So
This is all of our tea snobbery in its
in its gloriousness.
its glory. Yeah. So we set it up all nice. Like, it usually doesn't look this nice when I'm making it in the morning.
Our kitchens are not this clean. Yeah, well, I have an area that's very organized for my tea because I just love it. I just love to look at it.
I love to look at it.
I do. I love to look at it. It's like you're like.
No, I have like cute areas
nice
that all my like
space.
jar. Yeah, I have like my spaces that are like whatever. But
Yeah. All the dried, the freaking the dandelions.
everybody always ruins the kitchen with their dishes.
With their need for sustenance. How dare you?
Oh, it's just like you have your space, and then all of a sudden there's fucking I don't even know. Like you said, there's I just butter all over the counter. Why?
Juan will try to put he tried to put his dumbass fucking coffee, which is it's not even coffee.
Dare
it's not
he?
even coffee. It's like that instant shit
the instant
that he drinks, and you're
he
just
tried
like,
to
ew.
ruin your vibe.
And it's in this ugly ass fucking jar with this ugly ass label on it. It's all gaudy and bright.
Nobody
My
likes that.
tea area is very pretty, and it's my space. Everything is my space essentially, and he puts his coffee in this ugly jar. I'm like, okay, hold up. Like, do you want your coffee here? Like, do you? And he's like, well, I thought that we were with the coffee. No, it's where I put my tea. You may have your coffee there, but here's how it's going to go. I'm putting it into a big ass fucking jar, like a big mason jar with an appropriate matching lid to all the other jars. That is where this is where it's going to be, okay? I'm like shaking it at him. He's like, looks at me and walks away like, you're fucking crazy. Yeah, well, you married me.
Well, you know what? Yeah, because I'm like that too with
yeah, it was weird. I was like, don't put that there. That you're ruining the aesthetic beautifulness of this space.
But that's like the only space.
That is the only space. No, just and it's not a big space, by the way.
That's probably why I'm crazy about it.
Thank you, Shauna. This is the only space. I know I just said all the spaces are my space.
But it's the only
jokingly, all the spaces are my kids' spaces. Come on, get real.
Exactly.
I only have one space on the counter, and it's my tea area.
And I want it to look nice when I go.
And I want it to look nice. Yeah. Okay? It has to be stocked, and it has to be pretty. Yeah. Matching lids. Mm-hmm. Just get your nasty ass fake coffee out of here. Okay? Yeah. Well, he knows now. It's fine.
Agreed.
Learned.
On all the levels.
Yeah.
So, so we're gonna go through our tea little ceremony that we have on a daily basis.
I don't call mine a ceremony. Mine's just
ceremony. It's a ritual.
Well, and sometimes it has to be very quick, unfortunately.
I know. And even, but like how people are with their coffee, I am with my tea. Like, I have to drink it. I have to.
Yeah, not even joking, I will get a mad, crazy headache if I don't have my tea in the morning.
It's addictions.
I have a caffeine addiction to it. But I'm sorry, I just need it. It could be worse. I mean, it could be heroin. It's not. It could be meth. Could be lots of things, actually, that are really, really bad. Gambling.
And it's tea, okay?
It's tea,
it's
okay?
Tea and
I have it. I get to have
it's
that.
Not like we have drugs all up in here. It's just fucking tea.
Needles laying around. Use syringes. Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna go through some things.
Speaking of needles and syringes, Mom will
what?
Mom. What? I know. No, Mom's not a heroin addict. Anyway, our mom, like, she has an area that she puts, like, when we use a needle and syringe for, like, an animal, because we vet a lot of our own animals, obviously.
They're addicted to heroin.
Yeah, no. And, I mean, I don't know. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, marijuana, though. Give some of our goats marijuana. That would calm the fuck out of them, I think, Especially that one baby I have. Fucking hate her. I'm about ready to sell her.
Some things get paranoid.
She'd be like, the fence is closing in around me.
It's not great for everyone.
I don't know. Never tried it. Not planning on it. What?
Dude, where's my goat?
But yeah, she'll leave, like, she'll put it on the counter, right? She goes out, we vet an animal, we'll come back in. She puts it down because she's grabbing, like, a glass of tea, for example, or, like, a glass of water. But then it gets left there accidentally, and it gets pushed behind, like, a loaf of bread or whatever the fuck. And, like, the cap is on the needle. Like, it's obviously not going to, like, stab someone. And even if it did, like, yeah, it's probably going to be fine. But, like, it's just, like, so funny. And the other day, I was like, Mom, you can't just have used syringes and needles laying around your counter. Like, you look like a druggie. Is that what you want to look like? Okay? Can't look like that. And I know we're not. I know it's from the animals. People don't know that, though. I heard a teacher in the house the other day, the kid's teacher, Anne doesn't know that we vet our animals. She's like, you have a used needle and syringe on your counter. Should I be concerned?
That's true.
No, and we don't think about it, right?
Through, like, because you put, like, I pull them off and I stick them in my pockets.
Put the cap on the needle.
Then you're
put it in your
going
pocket.
through the airport and you're like, oh, sorry, that's a needle.
Don't mind that used needle.
And then you have to explain to them why you have all this,
no.
weird
it's not what you
things
think.
in your pocket. I'm like, look at all this hay, though. This has to make sense.
Does a heroin addict have
this much
loose
hay in their
alfalfa in their pockets?
Okay, like I even have it down my shirt. Like, this isn't normal, right?
Would you like to see the inside of my bra?
This isn't what a normal drug addict, I swear.
That escalated. Yeah, it's just funny. I think, like, we're, of course, used to it, right? Because,
yes.
like, that's just our life. But, like, someone comes over and they don't know us. And they're, like,
you
looking at the used needle.
You make really good points. And I never thought about it until you're saying it. I was like, I wonder what people...
Put those used needles away. Mental note.
So I shouldn't keep them in my pockets.
Bad, Shauna, bad.
You have, like, a needle thing, like the little red, like, needle disposal
it pops through.
Thingy.
Yeah.
Because it's like you have to dispose of them correctly. But, like, they get full so fast. And
it's
then,
so
like,
fast. You're like, did I really give that many animals shots? I mean, it's insane.
Yeah, and then you're like, well, fuck, now I have to, like, actually go and take this to a place.
Dispose of it.
Yeah, and that's, like, that is a lot of work.
It is. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I don't do it.
So, like, you just get another red bucket, put it next to the other
So you have
one.
lots of red buckets filled with needles, which looks even more...
I know, which doesn't look good either. You open that cabinet, your needle cabinet, and you're like, that's all where all the needles go.
Yeah.
So,
I'm like, no, Ann, don't open that cupboard.
It's like, does anybody else have these issues? Is it just us? Anybody else going to the airport having to explain what's in their pockets?
Right. Oh, we sadly lost one of our goats today. It was sad.
Oh, yeah.
That was one of our big bucks. We gave him a very good life. Of course, though, my most sensitive one, Corelli, she's 11, and she always finds the dead animals. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe she has, like, a sixth sense about it, and she's just like, what's going on up there? She walks up. And so, anyways, she comes down, and she's crying.
He was very old. He was
the buck was very at the end of his life.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, I think, 12, and usually a buck will only live, a large buck will only live 8 to 10 years, just because that's just how it is. And so he was 12 at least, and so he had a very good life. But she comes in and she's like,
Between the rocks the other day, too?
yes, this was the one that was stuck between the rocks. And see, I knew he was, like, headed downhill. But when he got up, we got him. He was stuck between the rocks. It took the whole family out there to, like, get him up. And no, stop. You have a problem.
Look at this.
Talk about an addiction. Like,
where should I put this?
I don't know. In your lap? It's like a fucking baby. Anyways, and so... Anyways, so we get him up, and he was walking again, and, my Corelli, she's like, see, he's good, Mom, he's good. And then this morning, she comes down, she's like, the buck is dead. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, baby. And, like,
and she was also, like, all dirty because she was trying to get him up. Like,
yeah, she kept on being like, I believe in you.
She was certain
the magic of,
like,
regifting life, or I don't know.
Bring him back from the dead. So
yeah.
That's very sad.
It was, she takes it hard.
So it's always difficult losing anything on the homestead.
I mean, anything,
when you have kids,
anytime.
it's, like, harder because
because you
feel
their
pain.
Yeah, like through them.
Yeah. So
yeah, no, it was
well, way to bring a downer on our episode, Sherry.
I wasn't bringing it downer. It's just a part of life, unfortunately. You have a homestead,
Very
things are
sad.
gonna fucking die.
His name was Kinetic.
Yeah, and he's good boy. Like I said, we give him our goats are ridiculously spoiled,
Yeah, ridiculous.
So I mean, he had a great life.
A good life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we have some really exciting news too. To try to pick this up a little bit. So, okay. So we were trying to decide what we wanted to add to our homestead, and we're going over.
Because we definitely need more.
We need more things, and
We
so
need
we're
more
going
things.
over all the
Always.
options, And my husband was like, "Just get all of them." But
That definitely sounds like your husband. He definitely said that.
anyway, so we're like trying to, because we're like, should we get like a cow, like a Jersey, and stuff like that? But then Sherry had the best idea to get like another.
It definitely went just like this too.
To get like like a farmhand basically instead of another animal. So that's right, she's pregnant.
Yay, baby number 6.
So she's exciting.
Yes,
So
due November 1st. We thought it was the 10th.
We're
but
joking about the
apparently-
farmhand, obviously, for all of you guys that are super uppity. We don't like force our kids to work or anything. Nobody's slaves here.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Except for us.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, well, I kind of feel like a slave.
But
in
yeah,
my
baby
kitchen.
number 6.
Yes. It is very
it's-
exciting.
Can I tell them what it is?
Oh, yeah.
It's a girl.
It's a girl. So that evens my husband and I out because we have 3 boys, 2 girls right now. So now we're going to have 3 girls, 3 boys. Yay, us.
So very exciting.
It's all even. Yeah.
November 1st. So I'm hoping she's born on Halloween because I love Halloween.
No, but I'm going to, it would ruin Halloween. What are you talking about?
Why
We
would
don't
it
want
ruin
that.
it?
Anything, Sherry.
I know.
Because I would be in labor and having a baby.
We can
and then
wheel
we can't
you
go
around.
in labor.
While we
Yeah.
trick or treat. We can
Okay.
have we can, Ronan actually had a good idea of putting you on like one of those like wheelie beds,
A stretcher.
Yeah, and then,
A wheelie bed.
And then you can- and then you can dress up and like while you're having the baby
Oh,
and people
God.
think it's all like a costume and we'll just be like trick or treating. You can still be a part of it. You won't miss anything.
That's real blood. Yeah. I don't touch it.
Unsanitary. It'll be great. That's a plan. So if you go into labor, we're wheeling you around on a wheelie bed.
You would too. Sean's like, you are not fucking up Halloween.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know. I love
Get on that
I just
stretcher.
said I love Halloween.
I know you do. I mean, I'm a fan,
So you can't
partial
ruin
fan.
it. So I won't let you ruin it. So that's your only choice. Wheelie bed or nothing.
Talk into your microphone more. I can't hear you.
Talking to your microphone more. Can you hear me now?
Kind of, yeah.
I can't hear me as well as I
Yeah,
could on
I think you
other
just turned
days.
it down too much.
Turn- Oh God.
Yeah, that's better. Oh yeah,
Jeez.
that's a lot better. Thank you.
Whoa.
Both
like-
ends. Yeah.
Ooh.
There we
I
are.
thought I kind of felt like
You were
like
falling in a hole.
like underwater or like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Seriously.
Had like a pillow over my head or something. Like hello.
Hello.
Or
Can't
like
hear myself.
Or I'm like 106. I'm like
Yeah. Anyways, no, we're not. I'm not. No baby on Halloween. It'll come before Halloween if she's a good girl. Be a good baby. Come beforehand. Because on Halloween is unacceptable. My kids would never forgive me.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "Mom, you ruined
I
Halloween."
feel like we could make it work.
Shauna, I'm not being pushed around in labor. I mean,
You're gonna have it at home or whatever anyways. What's the difference between having it in the street?
well, kind of a lot actually.
You gotta have your midwife running
comforts.
by the wheelie bed.
I'm like, this is what I paid you for, to run. Okay, keep up.
We gotta hit this next house. It has good candy.
We got 5 blocks to do before the night is over.
It will be fun.
It'll be fun. That does, yeah. Shauna's idea of fun. Odd.
Odd.
Yes.
My hands are very sticky from that honey jar.
It's
Okay.
a lot of honey.
So back to the tea.
Back to the tea. Yes. So
We're gonna go through some things
Yeah.
that we have here, and this
give
is
you all the names of each
idea.
and then the benefits of
Why we-
why we pick them and harvest them and grow them if we must.
and we have them on hand, and so we throw depending on the day. Okay, like different things go into my tea. It's not like so most of the time it's just like the loose leaf tea, a little ashwagandha, and obviously some honey, and I'm good. But like sometimes depending on what's happening, like allergy season or what the fuck ever, like different things are thrown in there because they all have like different benefits, obviously. I also make moon tea a lot because I'm awesome.
Delicious.
So like people make sun tea all the time. I like making like moon tea like on a full moon because then you wake up and it's ready, first of all.
Nothing better than something ready in the morning.
It's nice and cold. It's like chilled for you all night.
So nice. Oh my gosh.
So
see,
that's
like
why
I
like a hot thing.
The sun tea really bums me out because I know it's going to be fucking warm,
and
I
have
to find all the ice. Find enough ice. I can never find enough ice. My ice maker's been broken for a year. And I can fucking just throw my fridge right out the window. I wish I could. I wish I was like, you know, what's that movie? With Will Smith, he's like a superhero.
Oh,
such a good movie. And Charlize Theron. Hitchcock?
Is that right?
I think that's right. Whatever.
Wasn't he playing a different movie called Hitch or something?
Yeah, he does. That's weird. Ironic. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, you know when he like she picks the thing up and throws out the window. That's what I wish I could do with ours.
I mean, it'd be nice to have that strength a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Nope, just to throw my fridge out the window. Right through the wall.
Around the farm.
Be like, honey, I'm going to need a new fridge.
Again. He would definitely never piss you off if you could throw a fridge out the window, right? So, what were we talking about?
Tea. We're talking about tea.
We're talking about tea. Okay, so I have this little tea strainer that I love that my friend Casey got me for one of my birthdays. And it's just super cool because, like, it fits so fucking much. Like, some of you aren't watching, but it's like, I don't know. What's a measurement for that?
Like a cup and a half, 2 cups?
There's no way that's 2 cups, you psychopath. This is 2 cups. This is like maybe 3/4 of a cup.
I say it's definitely a cup.
Maybe a cup.
You're a psychopath, by the way.
You're
not
a psychopath. Me. Anyways.
You psychopath?
Anyway, so I love this because, like, a lot of times people get the little itty bitty tea strainers, you know?
Yeah, I hate them.
And, like, you can barely fit anything in there.
Yeah.
What is that for?
It's for a doll.
It's for a doll. Yeah. And even if you're just putting loose leaf tea, like you need more than that in there. Like,
well, we do.
Like you have to end up putting like 3 strainers around your cup. You know, like this way.
Well, okay,
I guess too much tea though. Like a normal human would probably be sufficient. It's not sufficient.
And the other thing is, you and I both like our tea stronger though.
Mm-hmm. I like to taste the tannins.
Ditto. And so I go through a lot of tea because that, and I know you do as well.
I had too much caffeine today.
I can tell. You're a little wired. This is Shauna on too much caffeine. So, but I feel like for the average person, one of those little ones you're talking about would be very sufficient.
I know, but then you can't add all of your other things.
Well, you could. Your tea would just be a little thin. What? Anyways, you know, if you want to add more things, you need a bigger tea strainer than one of those itty bitty tiny ones. I guess that's what we're trying to say.
Then this is like a thing, and then you put it on, and it like is
then
all
it's
like
a thing.
Because it's for people that aren't watching.
So Shauna's holding like it's a glass, what essentially a jar, but it has a handle. Okay, and then the tea strainer sits inside the jar part, and then it has a glass lid that goes over top of it.
It obviously doesn't.
And so you pour the water directly into it, and the tea sits there. It steeps in this little jar, and you just pick the strainer up, and then you pour your tea into your cup, and it's absolutely
and then you just
perfect.
Then I just add more hot water because obviously this isn't going to give me. I want
and you make it stronger, so you add more hot water.
I want more than this of a. Not,
is
that's
there
like.
Anything in it? Is it empty?
It's empty right now.
Why don't you open the top and pull out the strainer part 2 and hold it up?
I already did that, honey. You weren't here. Husband's all in here trying to tell us how to make our tea. Tell me how to make my tea. Anyway, so we're going to go over everything first. So this right here, I have it in a big-ass bag in my cupboard. This is like the stuff we buy. This is like the loose leaf jasmine tea. Sometimes I get different types of green tea, but I love the jasmine. Yeah,
me too. I kind of just stick with that because I've tried others, and like I'm kind of like, I mean, it's good, but I can't drink it on like a daily.
Yeah, the jasmine is just so good.
So good.
And obviously green tea has a bunch of antioxidants in it. So it's in like a big bag, but we put it in this cute little jar because we wanted to look all fancy.
Mm-hmm. We're being fancy today.
This is our fancy jar.
Yes.
I usually keep chamomile in this, actually.
Yeah, it's a cute jar. I like it.
Cute.
The green.
I like it too. Mm-hmm. I like the green. Makes me happy.
Like the green.
Okay, so obviously you can get whatever, but you don't necessarily. So this has all the caffeine in it. Everything else that we show you doesn't have caffeine. So if you are trying to stay away from caffeine or you can't have caffeine, everything else that we show you besides that you could have.
Yes.
If you're not allergic to it, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, so first off on the top here, these are something. This is just fucking dandelions, dried dandelions. So obviously right now they're everywhere. If you live in right now, because we're going into. I've had way too much caffeine. I can't my brain is like wired.
Sean's having a hard time focusing.
Too much tea today.
Yeah, going into our summer and coming, in our spring. We're still. I mean, we still have spring weather.
We have dandelions.
Yeah,
everywhere.
they're everywhere, popping up everywhere. Very easy to harvest. You just pluck off. You can pull them, or you can just pluck off the flower, and then you just lay them into a basket and. Like a thin layer, and then you just dry them, kind of move them around once in a while. And then when they're dry, you'll know because they're fucking dry. And then you can use them in your tea. And
but you can use them fresh too. But
yes, you can in salads and things.
Save them for throughout the year because they only have a
shorter growing period.
Season.
Exactly.
So you can harvest a bunch and then have it throughout the year until the following spring. But dandelions do have a ton of benefits it does filter toxins. It helps it helps your body with
anti-inflammatory.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. High in vitamin K.
It's really high. So it's good for
really
anemia
high.
too. If you're anemic, it also has a lot of iron in it.
They're really good at detoxing.
Mm-hmm.
And they reduce stress on your liver. They're really good at basically helping with your digestive system. So they help your kidneys out and livers out and all that good stuff. And yeah.
So obviously, if you're allergic to a lot of stuff, you would want to make sure. So what we do, or what you should do, I don't think I've ever done this, but it's when you take a fresh flower and you rub it on your skin, if it makes you break out at all, you might be allergic to it if you ingest it. So that's how you should tell if you're going to be allergic to.
So what's funny? Legend has had chamomile multiple times in tea and stuff, all the time actually. And he got it. He was eating just the raw flower the other day, and he got it. He first was I don't know if he rubbed it on the side of his face or it was accidental, but
oh yeah, you were saying it.
He broke out.
Yeah,
and was itchy and stuff. But he can eat it.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? I don't know. So anyway, you know your body best and your kids' bodies. So just little things like that, and more or less no one is going to be deathly allergic to any of this stuff is the point. Just try a little bit. If you have a reaction, then just don't use it, so you don't have to worry about oh my god, I'm going to die if I eat one bite.
It's always good to have an EpiPen on anyways.
No, I don't. No EpiPens here.
Well, because she only has an EpiPen, which kind of makes me whatever, just because if anybody, because I don't know if my kids are allergic to bees. River's been stung once, but I thought it was the second time you get stung, if you're allergic to it or not.
Is anyone allergic to bees in our family?
I don't know, but still.
My mom is.
But River got stung. She stepped on a bee the other day, and I don't know if this is a normal reaction. I had a bad reaction though when I got stung last summer. Mm-hmm. Remember, my arm was fucking swollen. It felt like somebody punched me in the arm, and for 3 weeks, and it was all bruised and stuff. I don't think that's normal, but
probably not. No.
But Honest Dad, who's our beekeeper of the family, he just told me to sting myself more. So I'm gonna go get Botox.
He's just sting
but
yourself
River
more.
stepped on it, and literally for 2 weeks, her foot was I kept having to put lotion and stuff on it because it was so that spot was inflamed and red and itchy for forever. So I don't know. I don't think it's a horrible reaction. But.
Yeah, no, but
yeah, who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know.
You don't know.
So yeah.
Okay, so what the heck is this? Oh, it's mallow. So this is the mallow, the actual the leaves, not the root. Both you can harvest. The root has more just packed into it, but the leaves also have plenty to get a nice boost or whatever.
People get confused. Sorry to cut you off. This is not marshmallow plant. This is mallow. They look different. They have similar properties and stuff like that, but they're not. Thank you. But they're not the same thing. So the whole mallow plant is edible. The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. Leaves.
We've talked about it a lot.
Yeah, we have. And the mallow is great for
coughs and congestion, bronchitis.
So many things. Just like goes on and on and on. So
I make a tincture because it is good for. It will kill like UTI bacteria.
Yes.
If it's not like a really bad UTI.
Yeah.
So that it does lots of things. So mallow, if you have like a cough or you feel like you have like shit in your chest, you know how like you wake up and you're like
yeah,
whatever. Then you can throw some like mallow leaves or some mallow root. I didn't grab any of the root and bring it out here because it was ugly.
You're staying in the counter in your ugly dumb jar because you're ugly. That's where you shall stay.
It looks all just like
You're hysterical.
Maybe I should have. Anyways, so you can just throw that into your tea, and like Sherry was like, we should tell them how much of each thing, and I hate that.
Shauna hates measurements. She said so before, and she uses like random shit to measure if she needs to measure.
Yeah,
but,
when I have like a cough and I like am putting mallow in, I put like this much. How much is that? Like a tablespoon?
Yeah, probably like a tablespoon. And honestly, like none of this, this isn't baking cookies. Like nothing is
Even baking cookies, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get a cookie.
It's gonna still taste the same. Nothing is like that detrimental of like a measurement. So like just toss in whatever you want, really. You know what I mean? And play around with it. You might not like the taste.
Tincture, then maybe slow down.
Well, I mean that's like just straight vodka and plant. So yeah,
vodka plant.
Yeah. So the next up is the nettle tincture, and we've talked about nettles a ton. They're so good for so many things. We have so much of it growing still. So this is an actual tincture. You can just take the nettles. Like they're really great for asthma and indigestion and allergies. The list goes on and on. Bronchitis and just it's like so good for so many things. And so you can take just the nettles, wear gloves, and pluck it off and put it into your tea.
Plop it in your tea.
Steep it in there.
I have dried nettles too. I should have brought that out too.
Yeah. But this is the nettle tincture, so this is going to be just more powerful, basically, essentially. Like the vodka just really sucks out all the goodness in that plant and then makes it just more potent.
Nice green swampy color. Doesn't that look like something you want to drink?
So I really hate to put it in my tea because it ruins my tea.
No, you don't need. You're putting too much then because like literally when
I can taste.
You just need like a few drops. It's not a shot. You're not trying to take. Body shots off of people. Like it's just like a few drops of tincture in your tea will be sufficient for like allergies and stuff for that day. So you don't have to go overboard.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, I do add like a little bit more. It's like not that it's like I'm like trying to have a party in the morning, but like just because my allergies are bad. Okay,
Sean's like, fuck off, I need it. You don't live my life. You don't know.
Like it's 5:00 somewhere. No, I'm not. No. Fine. I literally like when I say
it's fine. It's fine. My addictions are fine.
When I say a lot more, I mean like a teaspoon.
Yeah, no.
Instead of a couple drops.
I'm totally fucking with you. I know.
I also like the taste of my tea, and I don't like the taste of alcohol. So
yeah, ew. No,
I know.
No, thank you.
I know.
Polite pass.
I want to taste my tea.
Yes.
Okay, so this I put in every freaking day. It's ashwagandha. I buy the ashwagandha powder online. And
it's super inexpensive. It's not like it's extraordinarily expensive or anything. We just get ours off Amazon.
I just haven't grown it yet. I don't know why.
You can get it at lots of other places if you don't like Amazon. But I know I've never grown it either. We probably should.
Yeah.
I use a lot of it. Okay,
it's but the ginseng.
Yeah, and it's an adaptogen, and so the ashwagandha just makes you just feel better. I don't know how else,
It helps your body deal with like everyday stresses that you're going to have. And so like you don't need a crazy amount. Like what is like 3/4 of a teaspoon?
Yeah, just 3/4 of a teaspoon. It does have a very,
very strong taste.
Like it tastes like dirt.
It tastes like worse than dirt. If it tastes like dirt, I can't even think of anything.
We're really selling this. We're like, it tastes worse than dirt. You should get it.
It tastes like dirt that's been like, somewhere horrible for a couple weeks. Like even worse, It's like it's been down somebody's pants. It's just not like it's not
okay.
It's not a great
You're really selling
flavor.
This. No one is buying ashwagandha after this. So you've ruined it for everyone.
No.
Good job. Dirt down someone's pants. All righty. It really, okay, when you use just 3/4 of a teaspoon, ignore Shauna's comment. When you use just a 3/4 teaspoon, it really.
You'll see. You should get it.
It really doesn't have a terrible effect, especially if you use, we always use honey. Shauna and I that's our next addiction is honey. And so we use a lot of honey in our tea, and the honey really overpowers the ashwagandha.
Okay.
And you do actually because you can't talk. Because it just makes me feel so much better, and I feel just more prepared for the day. Are you okay? Shauna has a case of the giggles. She's like hysterically.
Too much tincture today.
Okay. Wow.
You start craving that pants ginseng.
You're dumb. So it actually, the taste, I actually crave that taste. What Shauna just said. You crave the pants ginseng. That's how we're going to call it from now on. But yeah, it's really, it's not that bad. Just get it. It'll make you feel better. I promise.
It does. And I literally only put I use my hands. I take a pinch of it and I throw it in my tea. It's like a pinch.
I use a measuring spoon like a normal person. Shauna's like, nah, 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 nah. Hands and everything.
It's my fucking tea. Don't come over.
You're saying you don't have to have a cup, okay? So anyways, ashwagandha, something to definitely consider, add to your tea arsenal. It's very, very good.
I seriously put it in my tea every day.
Yeah, ditto for me.
And it doesn't taste like a pants ginseng anymore.
No, it tastes good now, Yeah. It does taste good. All right. Feverfew. Okay, so another great one. We don't grow this. It just grows.
I grow feverfew. What are you talking about? This is mine, bitch.
What are you talking about? This is mine.
I grow a lot of feverfew, actually. I have that grows really easily where we're at. And it stays green year round, so the flowers will die off, but then it'll just be green and beautiful, and you can put it in a pot or you can just put it in the ground. I grow a bunch of it everywhere, and it will just self-seed, kind of like chamomile, and it looks very similar to chamomile. So you have to know, not that it's if you mix it up, you'll be fine. It's not gonna kill you or anything, but it has different benefits.
Yeah. So the feverfew helps with migraines.
It helps, yeah.
And obviously, fever reducer. That's where the name came from. It helps with colds, and tension headaches. So it's really, if you have a headache, I haven't actually tried to use feverfew for a massive headache. I'm not sure if that would actually. I mean, it does say it helps with migraines. I mean, maybe you just take a whole shit ton, that whole fucking jar.
If I
don't know.
wake up with a headache because it's mostly tension because your
you
neck and
just
stuff
sleep on your
I
neck
always
wrong,
throw it in, and it always seems to make me feel better and not have to reach for Tylenol or some shit.
Okay, that's awesome.
So it's definitely worth having in your tea arsenal.
Yeah.
And like I said, it grows really easily here. Just like the chamomile.
Yeah, and that's always so nice when you have a plant that is so beneficial that grows so well. It's I grew that. Haha. You know what I mean? It's really cool because it doesn't take a lot to keep it alive. So very, very neat.
Very neat. We have a lot of things to keep alive, so it's nice.
Nice when something doesn't need a lot of effort. You're you're good.
So,
give you a little bit of water.
This is the chamomile. So they do look similar. The feverfew and the chamomile, they're both little white flowers. They do look similar, but the actual plant itself, it looks very different. The leaves, the chamomile is kind of more hairy, I guess is a good word.
Yeah.
And then the feverfew is more
actual
lobe-y lobe.
Yeah, leaves. I have.
There you go,
exactly.
a leaf.
Shauna's caffeine's catching up to her today. Lobey lobe.
Ooh, I'm about that is in more
replacing the word leaf.
But chamomile is this. So this is good for your nighttime tea.
Yes, very calming.
Super calming.
Helps with anxiety,
helps with
relaxing.
Sleep.
Yes.
So all of this I harvested last year, and this is the last of it. But right now our chamomile's popping up. And so when we harvest it, we like to harvest it kind of later in the morning. And you just because it is everywhere, especially on Sherry's property, we just go and we run our fingers up the plant, and then the heads of the flowers just pop off. And that's all you need is the flower.
Yeah.
And then you just let those dry. And you have to make sure they're really dry because they'll trick you. And then if you put them in a jar and they're not dry, it's going to get all moldy and gross. So
I mean, like I said, it's very similar to drawing the dandelion. You just, put it into you can use a screen. I need to get some screens and just have them.
We have a screen.
Yeah, screens are really great to use.
Dehydrator
But I use a big basket that's has a just a flatter
Yeah, I
bottom
just
to
throw
it.
them wherever.
Yeah, really. And
Wherever,
then
like I have a spot on the counter or on my table, I put things to dry.
you're like, don't touch it. Yeah. So really easy to harvest, really easy to dry, and like Shauna said, I mean that's her jar from last year.
So I did have a lot more. So I also give away for people that are like, I'm having a hard time sleeping or whatever. Like I make little care packages and usually put chamomile, because chamomile does help with sleep. It helps just kind of relax you. It is like I said, it's nice to have on hand. It does help with like even like headaches and just like the feverfew and stuff like that. The feverfew is a little bit stronger for headaches, but it does help with
probably because of the relaxing anti-anxiety properties in it. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
Because like headaches are all about like your blood flow, right? And so trying to get that blood to like move back down and not like stay in your head, and that's why it helps, because it's also really good for stomach issues, because again it's helping all those muscles relax in your like for your digestive area. And so once you help those relax, it'll even help with like upset stomach and stuff like that. So again, great to have on hand.
Yeah, and so easy to grow. Like it reseeds itself, very similar to the stinging nettle. If you just like grow a small patch, it's just gonna just pop up everywhere. Like you will not have a
like even if you try to keep it in a pot, it'll be like, nope.
Yeah, no.
There's no way you can keep it. It's not like basil or mint. Sorry. Mint. It's not like mint where you can put it in a pot and it'll stay there. It's like, I will live everywhere.
Yeah. No one keeps baby in a corner.
No.
It's like, no. Okay. I'm dancing everywhere, all over your property.
Yeah. So if you don't want that, then you should not.
I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want that. It's a really, it smells beautiful. It looks beautiful, much better than like a foxtail, for example. And it'll take over foxtails. Like that's what we had happen. And I don't even know honestly how the fuck it got all over our property. I didn't actually
It probably
grow
got brought in from like
the alfalfa or something. But like it's everywhere now, and it's glorious and wonderful. Yeah. Much better than walking through foxtails, you know.
Well, and I have it growing. Like I had put it in a pot, but now it's like all over my garden, just because again it's chamomile, and it's like fuck you. And I don't mind it.
Jumping out of this pot.
I honestly like I don't.
Yeah,
care.
no, I think it's great.
Yeah, and like
lots to harvest.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, moving on. We have a little. Can they see this? We have a little dish here. So I usually put sage in here, but we were trying to make everything look pretty again. So
You're welcome. Just for you.
So rosemary.
Very good.
I always try.
Love the smell.
Okay, I want to say like I do it every day, but I always try to throw a sprig of rosemary in my tea while it's steeping. So you can even like break it up and like throw it in the little tea steeper, or you can just put it in your cup of tea like after.
While it's just even after you've poured it. Just that's what I do. And
smells amazing.
Smells amazing. It's great for circulation. Great for your hair. Great for your skin. And it's high in a bunch of vitamins that I'm totally blanking on.
But the circulation is huge, because that's
it's huge. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you have good circulation issues, people. Yeah, put some rosemary, and it makes the tea like it doesn't, like you think it would like overpower the tea, but it doesn't. It almost like lifts everything to like where you can taste everything that much more.
I mean, just don't add too much. Like just add one sprig. I've overdone it before. I just was tasting rosemary for like the whole day. So yeah.
No, I had one sprig. Yeah.
Yeah, just one sprig. One sprig is good. A sprig will do ya.
This is all fresh because I just picked it right before this episode.
And so, okay, I always have fresh rosemary because I have a crazy, huge, gigantic rosemary plant that is completely out of control. And I have it. It takes up a whole entire one of my garden bed boxes, like the entire bed, just a rosemary. Okay. Anyways, I don't dry it because it's alive all year. It's an evergreen. So, if you didn't have a larger plant, you definitely could dry it. It's easy to dry, very similar to how you would dry anything else on the table.
I dry some and I know, with a pestle and mortar.
So you can use it for like cooking. So I can use it for cooking.
So I do dry it, and then I also make like a rosemary oil that's good for, skin and hair stuff. So that's just by, putting your fucking rosemary in a jar and adding your carrier oil and then putting it somewhere until you forget about it and shake it every once in a while. Forget about it some more, and then it's like ready. So
yeah,
I do that too. So but the rosemary is like Sherry said, it's an evergreen. So it's like it's so easy to keep. It's so.
I mean, it'll just grow. You do not need to help it.
It doesn't need to add.
It's
you don't
pretty
need to
good.
Water it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's totally drought resistant.
Yeah.
I mean, ours has been alive for over 25 years. And it definitely was not being taken care of that entire time. I completely take care of it now, and I have been for quite a while. But like, there was one point when we were teenagers. I know Mom was like, meh, meh, meh. You know what I mean? Forget about you for the next year.
Yeah.
You know, it's absolutely like it's a very hardy plant, so something definitely to have around. It's very cool. Rose petals. So
I'm going to sprinkle them.
yeah, beautiful, colorful. They look, dried. They're absolutely gorgeous still, and they maintain their color and stuff.
And like pop them in your tea, and you can feel very
fresh
fancy.
or dried. I wrote this down because I don't have this memorized. Okay, so it also reduces anxiety, very similar to the chamomile. It improves menstrual cramps. That's kind of cool. It's very high in vitamin C, and it also reduces inflammation. And there was some other stuff that I didn't end up writing that you were spouting off very quickly, but really good for you. And again, the rose petals are really cool because you don't need to like kill the whole plant. Obviously, you just pick off petals individual, and it still has all of those things I just said. So very, very neat. And like I said, you easily can dry them, or you can easily just go harvest them fresh. And either way,
again, like the rosemary kind of adds like another element, like where to your tea, where it's just super like it smells great, and it's just like it feels very like
yeah.
Well,
it looks absolutely gorgeous.
I know. I love adding my rose petals to like my moon tea. Ooh, the other thing, I don't have any right now because it's not blooming. But I have a pineapple guava plant.
Oh, yes.
So
your pineapple guava. Yes.
I don't have two, so I never get like the fruit because it needs a thingy to,
male female plant.
Cross pollination.
Yeah.
But nuance. But the flowers, they're like these little white flowers, and like even when you go pick them and eat them, they taste like cotton candy. They're just so sweet and delicious and amazing. And I don't have any more. We dried some for some tea, but I use them fresh a lot too, and I throw those in. But my kids, they love when I make the pineapple guava, like the flower tea. That
sounds ridiculously good.
It's so good. It's like dumb how good it is.
I'm gonna have to get a couple plants. I should grow some of that.
I know. I keep meaning to get a second plant, and I always forget.
I need to get a few.
I want to get a second one because I would like to have the fruit.
Because you don't even like the sweetness. You know what I mean?
But we don't
like,
have.
So
you
good.
have to like pollinate it yourself. Like we don't have a like the pollinators here that are like attracted to the flowers, or a lot of them. So like you have to take like a blush brush, and you have to like go and like on the flowers on one plant, and you have to take it over to the other plant. So it's
that's
like
an extreme amount of dedication.
I mean, it's not that much. It's just like do.
Just one time.
I mean, no. But
okay, so yeah, extreme amount of dedication. I don't know. I wouldn't get it for the fruit. I would just want the flowers.
Yeah, the flowers
really,
are great.
really good. Yeah, exactly.
We usually we pick it's going to bloom actually soon, and we pick a ton of the flowers like every day. We're just picking them because our bush is huge.
I refrained from saying that earlier with the rosemary. I said plant, if you noticed. Of course, Shauna's like giddy, and she's like, saying it. It's gonna be hilarious.
I'm like a teenage boy. Oh God, the things that make me laugh. Anywho, did we talk about the calendula?
We didn't. We did not.
Okay, so this is dried calendula here. For those of you that are not watching, it's calendula is like a marigold.
Yeah.
But calendula also grows really easily. It doesn't like self-seed like the chamomile and stuff like that, but it is really nice just to grow like in, around your garden beds and stuff like that. It's really good to keep like pests away as well for your garden. And then the flowers literally are always blooming. At least here. I don't know if that's normal.
You're like always
like
bloom.
And so you can just every time, and instead of like you don't take all of the flowers from the plant because you want it to continue to thrive, but you can take like half of them, and you can just pick them all and let them dry, and then you can have like a continuous supply of calendula. Calendula is like known for its great like for like skincare, like acne and all kinds of skin issues like burns and stuff like that. It's terrific for skin problems, but it has like there's so many benefits to calendula when you ingest it. You can't have it when you're pregnant or breastfeeding, apparently.
Yes, so that leaves me out.
But that's just because they don't have a lot of research.
There's not enough studies. Yeah. I don't know if it's honestly, am I going to completely avoid it? Most likely not, because I'm just that person who's like, I'm sure it's fine. It's a fucking flower.
Yeah, but it has like anti
Microbial.
thank you.
You're welcome.
And
Struggles are real.
anti-inflammatory, like anything anti, it's like that plant's for it. You know, it's like
it's like I got it.
Yeah, it's just an amazing plant to have to add to your tea. It even helps with to boost your immune system and stuff like that. So if you are, I even add it to my elderberry syrup sometimes.
Yes.
Like when I'm making it, depending on who it's going to, I always make sure like the person's not pregnant and stuff because not everybody's like Sherry doesn't gives zero fucks. So.
I'm just, it's not that I don't care. Obviously, I care.
I know you care, but
I'm like,
you're
it's
just
most
not
likely
as
fine.
worried about it. It's her 6th pregnancy, okay? Like, she's fine.
She's fine. Baby will be fine.
What did my husband say something?
Wrap it up, people. Wrap it up.
We have to make our tea though. We're gonna make some.
We are?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shauna's excited for tea. I don't think you need any more.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of this. So I'm adding.
Well, I want some. I need more.
Oh, you do?
You don't need it.
You don't need any. You're pregnant.
I do need it.
You don't. You can't have caffeine. Okay, so
what? I most certainly can't have
so
caffeine.
we just added a little.
Insane.
This is not nearly as much as I would add if it was like morning time, or
Why
even
are
any
you
regular
adding
time.
a tiny amount?
Because I've
It's not
had a
gonna
lot
make
of
any
caffeine
tea.
today.
Are you not
I was
having
adding
any?
other things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we add our green tea, which is like the base for it. And we usually add way more than that, way more than a normal average human should probably have. Okay, and then like I do have a little bit of a cough, so we're gonna add some mallow, okay, because we have it here and we're fucking awesome.
You dried it, god damn it.
Yeah,
Using
and then we'll add some rose petals for flavor. Or should I add the calendula?
No, it's fine.
Okay. And then we don't need the feverfew. Should we add some chamomile, though? Your baby would probably like chamomile.
Probably, if she's anything like most of her siblings.
She probably needs help
She's
to
like,
relax.
Relax.
Yeah, we got to see her for the first time yesterday, and they let our whole family in. Not our whole family. None of the guys were there, but...
Okay, but it's funny because like...
I'm going to keep making this while you...
Yeah, what they let in, originally they were like, oh yeah, we'll let in up to 5 people, and we get there, and like, it's only one family at a time. And like, do you need these?
Hand me the hot water.
And so, I was like, oh, can they all come in? And she like looks over and there's like all of my 5. Oh no. So my oldest wasn't there. He's working. But I have 4, the 4 kids are with me. Shauna and her 2 kids, my oldest son's girlfriend, my mom, our other sister Shanley and her baby. And it just like
and all of our all of our kids, my 2.
Yeah.
So
just so many people. And she's like, it's going to be hot, but yeah, they can all come in. And I was like, it's going to be hot.
It was ridiculously hot.
But it was really
room.
hot. I don't know. Was that from the machines? I don't understand why it had to be so hot. Did you have a window? Open a window.
I don't know.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
But it was hysterical
nice
how
that
many
she let us
people.
all
It was
in.
so sweet.
I really didn't think they were going to because nobody lets us all in anywhere.
Even restaurants, they're like, shut the door.
I know, yeah, even restaurants.
Bar
like, you
the
have
door.
To break up into 3 tables.
Yeah, we're like,
why?
fuck you, we're leaving, go someplace else. We'll go get pizza, go sit outside someplace.
Yeah, we have a very hard time. Like, we're planning like a Disneyland trip, which we're super excited about. Sherry's going to be hugely pregnant, but we're just going to push her around
34 weeks
in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
she'll be fine.
She'll be fine. Looking right at me, like she'll be fine. Don't even worry.
But like even that is like hard because like nobody was like, yes, all 20 of you can come in and eat together. Like it's just everything is just harder when you have a big family, but it is way more fun.
Yeah, way more fun. I was telling Day on the way here, like both girls. I was like, our family's amazing. Just how everyone just came together, yesterday to be like, we're gonna go see the new baby. Like everyone wanted to be there. Like it's just so special. Like everyone is just so like supportive and loving. Very, very sweet.
Don't start with all your pregnancy emotions.
No, it's not. I just like, you see other people coming and going from the same facility, right? And there's like the mom, the dad, maybe one other person, right? Mm-hmm. And you're like, wow, it sucks for you, It's weird. You're just like, that's weird. You only have
very foreign to
like,
us.
So you got
like
3 melons?
Groups of 2 people. You're just like, where's everybody else?
I know. This is it?
I mean, honestly, you have the majority of those humans.
I do, and I'm just adding more, apparently. Yeah.
So, I mean.
You have the majority. I only had 4 yesterday. No, I did claim 5. Abby.
Mm-hmm.
I basically claim her now. Mm-hmm. My son's girlfriend. Mine. Claim it.
Yeah. So, yeah, we travel in a pack.
Yeah, it's a herd.
And we're all very loud, and most people don't like us. And which I find weird because I think we're awesome.
Sean's like, just ask me. Most people don't like us. She says that's hysterical.
Isn't that weird? Like people are like, you're overwhelming. I'm
No,
like,
okay,
what?
after
How is this overwhelming?
We walked
You're
into
saying awesome
a
wrong.
boba place, which I'm very much regretting, but it's fine. It is what it is. You live and you learn, people. So walk in this boba place, and there's this one single woman in there, and she's probably like, I don't know, maybe she was mom's age, maybe, I don't know. I'm really bad at guessing ages. Whatever. She's like maybe in her 60s. I don't fucking know. Anyways, so she's sitting there by herself, and she's the only one in there besides the workers. There was only 2 workers, and or employees, sorry, workers. Work. And so we walk in with our herd of, I don't even know how many people we were, and she was like offended. She was like looking at us like, what the fuck? And like, I know the word fuck wasn't in her brain because she's not that woman. I can just tell by the way she was dressed.
Wow.
But like, I'm just being real. But she was like, oh my gosh, what is this? Like, where did they come from? That was her voice. She has a very, very tiny voice. Anyways.
We've gotten asked her, like, are you from like a preschool or like a school?
We've gotten like, all these people?
Yeah, we've gotten
Children,
asked, like, you know, obviously we get, are you Mormon all the time? Which is weird. Like, people just ask that. You're like, can you ask if we're Mormon? Like,
well, I guess you can. You just did.
You know, we get like so many, and usually like because like all of the husbands like work, and so sometimes we'll have like one
which
male,
makes it look even better.
And so people were like sister wives, you know,
one
so, like,
male
one
unit.
Male. So it just looks, it always looks very like weird, I guess, to outsiders, but we find it very normal. But yeah, so I think, we didn't pour our tea.
I don't think we have to pour it. We made it. It's good.
We made it. I'm going to pour it. No, you should have added more green tea.
I told you to add more green tea.
Oh,
that was me. You can listen back to this. This is on recording, you know. You're being recorded.
You're being recorded.
You can't lie about anything.
I can.
No, well, I mean, you could. And I shall.
There we go. I'm going to stir with my finger, okay?
Of course you are. That is exactly how Shauna stirs things.
There we go.
That's how she gets things out of jars. That's how she does all her things.
Wonderful implements.
All right.
Alrighty. But thank you guys for dropping by. Hopefully we enlightened you on how to make your tea.
If you have any questions about tea, let us know. And don't forget to leave a review, please. We would have read more, but there were no more. So, yeah. Leave the reviews so we can read them aloud to you.
Whose fault is that?
Not ours. Not ours. But thank you again. And we will see you guys next week. Or you'll see us and hear us or whatever.
Something's going to happen. We're not sure.
All right. Bye, guys.
Goodbye.